In today's video, I'm going to show you the super dry lake where I live because we're in a drought, tell you about how I almost died in quicksand, and draw a picture for it, so keep watching! Hi, I'm your host Paper Izzy, bringing you more human-generated art, and like I said, today I'm going to talk a little bit about a crazy experience I had a couple weeks ago where I was exploring the dried up lake where I live, and when I sunk into the mud, and it was really scary, and I was about to panic. So, where I live, there is a really severe drought going on, and the lake that is near where I live is like completely, not completely, but it is almost completely dried up. So I don't like that there's a drought, but I like being able to see the lake like this up close. So it's kind of like making a good or something fun out of a bad situation, which this is not a fun situation. So I went out to the lake because I love to go to the lake even if there's no water there. And it was crazy to see how dry it was. Like you can see the ground, how it looks like a desert or like an alien planet, and it's crazy. I mean, it was really interesting to see. Like, I'm glad I went because, like, I don't think I'll ever be able to see something like that again, at least not where I live. So it was really fun to explore. And I was out there with my brother and my husband and my brother's girlfriend, and it was a really nice time besides the sinking into quicksand. So, like I was saying, where it was really dry and cracking, we were walking around and there was a spot where it started to get a little bit not as like hard and crunchy. The ground was getting a lot more soft because it was mud like underneath where it was still wet. And I remember the last time there was a big drought where I lived and the lake was dry, a guy was walking out in the middle of the lake and like sunk down into the mud and got stuck and like was there like the whole day and like literally almost died. I thought that's crazy. I can't believe it. And really, if I was not with my brother and my husband, like I would have been stuck there because it legitimately like took my Crocs off of my feet. Like I was up to my knees in mud. It was like that scene from Katy Perry's Band-Aids video, except not as terribly edited because it was real. But it was like so like there was such an adrenaline rush like afterwards. I was like, wow, that was crazy. I can't believe that happened. We also saw a cute turtle out there. My brother cleaned off its shell because it had some like algae on it. And I hope that turtle's doing all right. We did get a little bit of rain. We need so much more, but at least we got a little bit. But it was such a cute turtle. Anyways, back to like sinking into the abyss. Like I said, it was kind of like thinking back and I'm like, wow, that was like such a rush, like feeling like I was gonna die, which I was not anywhere close to death. Like that's me just being facetious for the video. But like if my brother and my husband weren't there, then I legitimately would have probably gotten stuck and not been able to get out. Luckily, I kind of used what I had saw online, like if you fall into like a frozen lake, to kind of like put your arms out and then like crawl on where it's solid, and that really helped. Like after I was able to be pulled out of the mud by the people I was with. So that was just really crazy. It was a really intense experience, but like I'm not glad that happened to me, but that it happened. It's such a interesting experience that at least I have something to talk about here. Like this is a bit of a different video for me. Usually I'm talking about video games or TV or something, but this was just something fun that happened in real life and I just wanted to share it. And plus some of this footage is so beautiful. And you can kind of see in some of the footage where the ground gets kind of soggy and gets to where I'm sinking. And I really can't believe that I went out there and did that. Like that is so unlike me because I'm not like a adventurous person. I don't do like dangerous things, and I just feel like it was so unlike me. And it was really crazy though, like when I was like in the mud, like I saw like all the bugs. And when I was walking back, like I really I guess noticed how like everything smelled really bad. I smelled like fish because everything smelled like fish out there because of the dead fish. Like I saw fish bones and skeletons, and it was really creepy while I was walking back. And I was like, oh my God, what are we doing out here? And then I did take a video of where you can see like the mud that's on me, and it's gross. I really like, I can't believe it. It was so funny. Like while I was in there, like I knew they were gonna get me out, so I wasn't that concerned. I was like, when do y'all need to get a picture of this? Or like a video or something, because I'm always like in my YouTube brain, which is so stupid. Like I should have just been concerned about getting out, which I was, but I knew I was gonna be fine because they were there with me. And even if they couldn't get me out, at least they could call, like, I don't know, like, the fire department. They sent, like, a helicopter down to get me. Obviously, it was not anywhere near that bad. I'm just being silly. The mud was gross. I finally did wash my Crocs off and my little giblet things, and it was just, I don't know, it was a crazy situation. You know, it's interesting. It adds some character, some flavor to my life. Like, I see why people like to go skydiving and stuff now. Oh, and the socks I was wearing are completely ruined. They had Totodile on them, and they were so cute, but oh well. So that's the story time portion of this video over. Now I guess I'm gonna draw something for this. At this moment, I don't know what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna brainstorm and I'll see y'all in a little bit. Now for the drawing, I was really inspired to do like a Pokey from Mario. I really like Pokies. I think they're very cute. And there's a lot of different kinds of them, but there's not one that's like a mud Pokey, which sounds kind of crazy, but there's a lot of weird ones. So I decided to make one for myself. So this is like a mud Pokey. I don't know. I guess it would come up from the mud. I don't know. But that's really what I was inspired by, since it really looks so much like a desert at the lake. Because it's so dry. But I thought it would be a cute idea to draw a Pokey. It was fun. It was kind of difficult figuring out how to do like the drips, and like its body segments aren't necessarily perfectly circular, nor is the background like perfectly square, but you know, that's all right. I mean, it's it's not like my masterpiece, but I think it turned out okay. I think he's a little too tall, honestly. That might be part of it. And it doesn't have like a lot of like Pokies when they move, they kind of go back and forth like their body segments. So it does look a little bit like still. Also those cactuses just look like green things. Oh my. But overall, I really like how the drawing turned out. It really came together. Like when I colored it, it almost looks like ice cream. That's just me being fat. Like, oh, I could go for some chocolate ice cream right now. It's so hot. So the background is a desert, because I mean that's kind of where Pokies are, but I wanted to add like some mud dripping on the bottom too, so it doesn't look exactly just like a regular dry desert, like there's some mud. I don't know. And I did the background all in ink pen because I don't know, I've just been like kind of into doing that recently. I think it just adds like a neat texture and it's fun, it's different. You know, I'm always trying to do something where everything I draw doesn't look the same, because that's really a big problem I have, is the drawings just kind of look very samey. So I'm always trying to figure out a different way to do something so I can make it look a little bit different. But I really do like how this drawing turned out. I think it's pretty cute. Also did a little Pokey drawing for the thumbnail that I'll show on screen now. I think that one turned out cute. I just love Mario games, and I love incorporating like that kind of stuff into my drawings. And yeah, that's really about it about this. I mean, it's a cute drawing. It's, you know, unfortunately inspired by something that sucks because, like I said, the drought is droughting. We got some rain this week as of recording this, but the water level is unchanged apparently. And it's apparently at 64%, which it does not look like it. I guess it's probably in different places than what I saw. And it's so funny to me, like, not to make it like whatever, but like, it's climate change. Like, can we just agree that it's climate change? Like, I don't know why people are like, oh yeah, all this terrible weather's happening, worse than ever. And then like, I'll hear like old people be like, it was never this hot back when I was young. It's like, yeah, that's because of climate change. Please be good to the earth. We only get one, and I would like to live here, you know, like as happy as I can. So hopefully we will get some more rain and the lake will lake again. And I just hope you like this video. If you do, please comment down below if you like the drawing, what other kind of things you'd want me to cover. This is a bit different than my normal video, but I just really wanted to do it, and using some of that footage because it's such nice footage of like the nature of the dried up lake. I'm just glad that I didn't like get stuck in the mud and like die out there, because if I was alone, that probably would have happened, because it was, you know, it was like, it was a little scary, but I survived. Make sure you check out my Patreon in the description, and please like and subscribe for more human-generated art. Stay tuned for the beauty shots, and I will see y'all next Friday. Bye, friends.